constructorslincoln.com.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Boyk Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Boyk Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at BoykFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Education is a cornerstone for strong, vibrant communities. I voted for the largest investment in education in Nebraska history. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and understand the valuable role of education in growing our community. This is Carolyn Bosson, and I will continue to support education in the legislature. Vote Carolyn Bosson on November 5th, paid for by Bosson for Legislature.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
On game day, every play counts. Now imagine having the same level of control in your field. Valley is where farming meets end zone efficiency. With AgSense remote irrigation technology, farmers become the MVPs of their fields. Real-time, play-by-play control means you're always ahead of the game. Score big with simplified irrigation technology from Valley, improving your life both on and off the field. Find your local Valley dealer at valleyirrigation.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread's Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Good morning, folks. It is Wednesday, Hump Day Wednesday down here in the capital city. Nick, it is a very weird-looking Wednesday morning weather-wise.
Yes, it is.
It's a little breezy. Now, last night was not breezy. It was just windy as heck, man.
Yeah.
I didn't even take my trash out. I used to do that before, but I was like, it'll be all over the street.
It probably was the last day of real nice weather, like the warmer temperatures yesterday. I think we're starting to get into this colder area of the calendar year.
I think we are, and I'm looking at it right now. Let's see here, 57 degrees right now, high is 76. But I think that's going to change up quite a bit the days coming up, man. It looks like it's going to, at least, man. Nick, let me ask you this: what's your plans for Halloween tomorrow, man?
Absolutely nothing.
You gonna pass out candy?
No.
Oh, ball.
I'm good.
You just gonna keep the porch light off?
No, I mean, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I probably will. I don't know. I don't do the whole Halloween thing anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I mean, obviously, I'm too old to party. I mean, I'm not too old to party, but I feel too old to party.
Yeah. No desire.
Are you? I mean, I'll have. Okay, fine. You know what? I'll pass out candy for the children.
I mean, you don't have to.
No, I felt like I did. I was an issue there. No, I felt like that was a pretty negative tone. I don't know. Not bah humbug. You gave me the old Ebenezer Scrooge response. I don't know. I think the toughest part nowadays is you can't just leave the bowl out because you can't trust kids nowadays.
Yeah,
you could just leave the bowl out and say, please take one. Kids don't do that nowadays.
No, they dumping the whole thing. I'm not saying all kids, but I can see your point with that. Would you just set a bowl out? Would you trust them?
I don't know. I mean, oh man.
Scaper says, Nick, hand out the candy bars, the big bars too. Morning, Scaper.
Scaper, you and I are different tax brackets, my friend. No, I don't know. That's another thing. Candy's expensive nowadays.
See, I have no idea.
I mean, the
let us know, text line. What is candy going for? A bag of candy,
like
small bars and big bars. Let us know.
Small bar bag of candy, probably $9, $10.
A bag.
At like Walmart.
How many are inside that bag?
Oh, I don't know, 50. I mean, that's the thing is for a night of trick or treating. If you just want to hand out the fun size, okay, cool. But y'all, do you want to be that boring house that only hands out or allows them to take one of those? So no, you could give them two. Mm-hmm. It means you're touching. You're working with 25 trick or treaters. And you need 2 bags of candy. Well, then there you go. Your grocery bill is spent on candy.
So Bear, good morning. He goes, my goodness, Nick, you can't get off my lawn guy at 25.
23.
He ain't even 25 yet.
Come on. We're 23. But that's another thing is like in my neighborhood, there's not a whole lot of children that walk around.
Okay.
There's just not.
Last year, unknown texter 1763, good morning. Live in South Lincoln. We left the bowl out the last 3 years and nobody took the whole bowl. That's good. That's pretty cool. Unknown texture 1187, $20 for 200 to 250 piece of candy. That's pretty cool right there. Real life Chuck, what's up, homie? 1 year we handed out candy, and the very last kid that came to our house at around 8:30 at night, we gave a Nestle Crunch shoe that was 9. What do you say? 9.25 pounds.
Hold on.
Nah, bro, this got to be wrong. Nick, am I reading that right?
Yeah, 9.25 pound. I don't know, real life Chuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay. Whoa. I was way off, I guess, on doing on the price of candy. So this unnamed texter 1625 says 150 count of fun size bag costs over $20. It's an investment to hand out candy.
So do the math on that, Nick. You're the smart guy. I mean, that's do the what do you call it, JTP on that?
The price per bite, the price per fun size bar.
Yeah,
I mean, so just you're looking at 75 cents a bar.
Wow. Yeah, Shy Club. What's
for
up, Shy Club?
Size.
Shy Club says too old. 23 inches too old.
I mean, hey, I don't. Some of us got work on Friday morning, so I'm good.
Shemaya, what's up, homie? First of all, if you're not following Meat Prayers on Instagram, Meat Prayers, like in praying.
Okay.
Shemaya, dude, his meat that he puts out there, the way he grills and barbecues is ridiculous. He put one up. Shemaya, text me, let me know, dog. Was that yesterday or the day before? He had I don't even know what type of piece cut it was, Nick.
Yeah.
I wasn't even hungry. And I'm looking at that thing like, man, that looks insane, bro.
So we got
Shemaya says, yeah, small size, fun size. You're looking at $10 to $15 for 40 to 60 pieces. Ridiculous. Dude, that's a lot.
Yeah, AG is here with us. Hello, AG. Are you?
Good morning.
What's up, AG?
Are you handing out candy tomorrow?
Yeah, we hand out candy every year. At least we try to every year. Yeah.
AG, are you going to be dressed up at anything tomorrow when you do it?
You know what? I've been so busy. I haven't even, because my wife's been asking me. I didn't even get an idea to her because usually she puts something together for me. I don't know. I'll probably just be stay-at-home gamer. So, I don't know.
Wrong with that.
Yeah, I didn't even get some deep thought into it. Usually I get deep thought in what I was last year. Last year I was Chucky. I was Chucky last year.
Oh, okay.
From Child's Play. A pretty damn
AG, you
good.
posted that a couple times.
Yeah,
it was fire,
I was
dude.
pretty damn good Chucky. Last Halloween. Year before that, I was a Call of Duty operator from a video game, Call of Duty. And then the year before that, I was Jason Voorhees. So I have fun. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might have I'm gonna literally throw something together between today and tomorrow.
Big Bird, I want you to look at your text again, big dog. You see it, Nick?
Yeah.
I assume you guys aren't doing what you just said you put on there. I think what you meant to say is our neighborhood shuts down the streets.
Shuts down this. Yeah. I thought he was calling the kids the neighborhood bleeps. So Big Bird's text was our neighborhood bleeps, not shuts, but the other one down the streets due to so many trick-or-treaters had to stock up a few weeks ago to not impact the budget, have over 450 pieces and will probably run out.
That is insane, man.
I thought he was calling all the kids on his street the neighborhood bleeps.
Yeah.
But I mean, either way, it would have worked. I mean, but Big Bird, yeah, he does mean shuts. I'm wondering how often you use that word in your text message for it to not.
Just to populate that quickly.
even if it auto-corrected to that, that's a problem. But if it didn't auto-correct to it, I mean, that's another problem. So, I don't know really how you explain yourself for that one. But Ted points out a factoid. America spends over the $1 billion mark every year in buying candy.
Are you serious?
Yes, we that country.
$3.6 billion in 2023.
We're that country.
Ted, that is $3.6 billion on candy.
Yeah, $3.6 billion on candy.
Okay, good morning to you, Hayden. Hayden says, what are we even talking about? Hand out the dang candy.
Yeah, hand it out. I don't know.
Hey, AG, you know what, man? This year, Nick and AG, I'm not going to be Raff. To the folks, Raff is traveling this morning.
Maybe.
Hey,
AG.
Yo.
So Raff is traveling this morning.
Yeah, I saw the text. Yeah.
He made a tweet. He made a tweet. What do you think the tweet was about?
Why does he do this, man?
Either about the Broncos or traveling.
he was complaining about the airline that he was flying again. And so I texted him. I said, Raff, I think it's about time you just start driving to Alabama. And he said, this is a new one. But it feels like there's a new one every single time he travels.
Well, I don't know. What's the new one? What's this one? What happened?
Something about they put too many people on the plane, and then they started to they started to move the plane, and then they had to take it back to the taxi or whatever it was, and they had to. I don't know. It doesn't sound like they had to deplane it. Here is exactly. You know what? We'll just work.
I've been a part of that. Maybe he hasn't experienced that. I've experienced
AG,
that.
why he finds this? AG, when you both know, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
We'd be tweeting every time. It's just like, dude, don't fly it in.
Here we go. And the best part about all this might be the hashtag that he chose to use.
He loves some hashtags.
He loves the hashtag.
Hey, you gotta be clever.
He said, "Dear," and then tagged the flight company. I guess I am confused on how everyone was able to board the plane, but now there is a passenger count discrepancy of too many people on board. I really enjoyed the 30 minutes on the runway just to come back. Shouldn't that be fixed before we leave the gates? Hashtag curious. So Raff is experiencing some travel issues this morning.
Yeah, he's holding the airline accountable. That's what we got to do as customers sometimes.
Nick, I'm gonna tell AG right now, Chief. I'd be tweeting every flight if I was about the airline, man. I just go with a book or some headphones.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just not gonna go smoothly. I don't even count on it. In fact, for it to go smoothly unfortunately is the exception rather than the rule.
Yeah.
You just go and think about it. I don't even worry about it because it's like if you.
I got over that a long time ago.
Yeah,
I got over it. I probably got over travel issues probably I was in Seattle. I had to be Seattle because I was done. Like, travel on a team flight obviously goes as planned because it has to. Traveling as a Husker. And then once I got to Seattle too, only travel that, team travel was okay then too. But then off-season travel, when I'll travel back and forth to Nebraska to visit family and friends, stuff like that, that's when I was coming into the movie that I grew up watching as a kid. I still watch every now and then, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles with Steve Martin and John Candy. And that movie, I'm surprised that it's comedy gold.
Yeah,
it hasn't been remade yet, and if it does, it's going to be, people's going to judge it harshly because that movie is classic comedy of what happens when you travel. And you could put that movie in any time span.
Any genre,
Like you look at it now, and it was in the early 90s, late 80s time frame. But travel really hasn't, even though the airplanes have got more new technology, and we have drones and all that. Really, the travel process is the same. It's been the same for like 60 years, other than TSA. TSA came to effect heavy after 9/11. Once 9/11 hit, then things changed in terms of how you got to the plane once you got dropped off at the airport. But if you watch Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, that's travel in a nutshell, from on a car, in a truck, on a bus, on an airplane, on a train. That's why. The thing is, like you said, AD, you just got to roll with it. It ain't nothing. If you're not the pilot, and if you don't own the airline, just pretty much shut your mouth, get in the seat, and deal with it. Deal with the kids kicking your chair. Deal with the babies crying. When somebody lets out a fart and don't want to own it up, just let it ride.
Hey, dog, AG.
Just let it ride.
Right. I'm glad you brought that up because of my flight.
Because I did it on my last flight.
Hey, everybody squeaks one out. Everybody squeaks one out.
AG, I think I knew who the culprit was on the ones we were about to land in the Billings. And the look, AG, it was Nick and AG. It was one of these ones to where I was proud of the dude. It was so bad.
It was potent.
It was full bodied.
Okay.
It was full bodied.
It was stewing.
Did it make your eyes water? That's all I want to know.
It literally made your eyes water. It made my eyes water.
Ooh,
and the guy
that was a good one.
The guy that I think that did it, he was, had his glasses on, had a nice ascot, right in his, in his seat jacket.
Oh, he's like Harvard. He's like Harvard-esque.
Harvard. It was seriously like and he looked to the left and to the right, and he looked at himself, just kind of like, that was me.
Sophisticated.
Hey, I would have gave him a high five. I would be like, hey,
dap him up.
I was like, yeah, that's how you do it. If you're gonna drop one in close quarters, hey, You gotta let my eyes water and be like, God dang. What you have last night? What you eat this morning, bro? Like, man.
He was like, that would have been me, and I my apologies.
Yeah.
Hey,
Folks,
you gotta make it worth it. It makes it worth it.
When we come back, we're going to talk about somebody or a few guys that should be making some apologies because the World Series did not leave us without a lot of humor and a lot of action last night. When we come back, folks, we got AG and H-Town. We got me and Nick here at the mothership. We'll be right back. It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Bagels and Joe is the perfect place for breakfast or lunch in October. Try their brand new caramel apple butter cream cheese or apple coffee cake muffins through their new partnership with local apple orchard, Picnic Hill. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico,
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bozin. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bozin, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bozin on November 5th. Paid for by Bozin for Legislature.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
This October, the Bonsall Spooktacular 10 event is back with spooktacular savings all month long. Stop by anytime in October to discover incredible deals, including hot tubs as low as $5,995. That's up to 20% off MSRP. Plus, enjoy 10% off infrared and traditional saunas. Don't miss out on these hauntingly good offers. Visit Bonsall Pool and Spa today. Bonsall Pool and Spa, every day made better at 33rd and Pioneers.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
Hey guys, it's Nick. The high school football playoffs are here, and we're continuing our high school football coverage live from Seacrest Field this Friday as 7 seed Lincoln Southeast hosts number 10 Millard North. Kickoff between the Knights and the Mustangs is slated for 7 p.m. as our pregame coverage starts at 6:50. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday from Seacrest Field as we bring you playoff action between Lincoln Southeast and Millard North right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
As a proud member of the Roofing and Solar Reform Alliance, Coalition Restoration stands out by providing thorough property assessments, personalized customer service, and top-notch craftsmanship. With years of experience in the industry, Coalition Restoration has built a notable reputation for having a team filled with skilled professionals and possessing the expertise to handle any roofing project, big or small. Visit their website today for a free roof assessment at www.coalitionrestoration.com or give them a call at 402-607-8186.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay. Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend. 93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the day. It'll be breezy too, with the high around 63. Tonight, showers likely, an overnight low around 41. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day, an afternoon high around 57. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you worried about storm damage causing issues with your basement? F Foundation Repair fixes basements with supreme waterproofing and exact concrete leveling for residential or commercial clients. They service wet basements, leaky walls, damp crawl spaces, bowing or cracked bricks or drywall, and more. Whether you're in Southeast Nebraska, the Tri-Cities area, or Northeast Kansas, they'll easily make the trip to you. Get a free evaluation today by visiting WeFixBasements.com or call 402-804-1024. F Foundation Repair. We fix basements.
Herrick Services takes this time to wish everyone a happy and safe Halloween. With all the parents and kids out and about, they encourage drivers to be careful and respectful of trick-or-treaters. This important message comes to you from Bart and the folks at Herrick Services, your vending specialists here in Lincoln. Their quality service and expertise has earned them a fine reputation. That's Herrick Services, on the air because they care.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Boyk Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Boyk Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at BoykFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
There was a interesting game last night. Nick, what you gonna say?
Can I ask a question real quick?
Yes, sir.
To AG specifically, what course are you playing on PGA right there?
I'm playing. Dude, let me pause it. Let me see. Hold up.
You don't know you don't know what you're playing?
I've been playing on this course for the last week. Been getting it where I'm like 14 under. Right now, I just hit I hit a eagle. I just hit an eagle.
Oh, snap.
That's good.
I'm sitting at 9 point. Was it positive? My handicap is plus 9.6.
That's not bad.
That's not bad. Okay.
That's not bad. That means you're shooting about 10 under a round.
Yeah.
AD, you got to tell us about your experience yesterday.
Oh, course details. Hold up. Course detail. Shoot.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. We're good. We're good. I was just curious if you knew it off the top of your head.
No, I didn't. Blue Ridge Trail. There it is. Blue Ridge Trail.
All right. So AD, I don't know if you saw the post AG, but AD experienced dry needling for the first time yesterday.
Yeah, he told us about it. How'd it go?
Yeah.
You know what, AG? I tell you what, man. I will definitely do it again. I was just looking up some of the benefits of dry needling. Pain relief, of course. Helps for like migraines, fast recovery, carpal tunnel syndrome, stiff muscles, range of motion, increased blood flow. Which everything, AG, you know this if you've done it before.
Yep.
But AG, I'm gonna tell you, man, and Nick, you know, I was a little nervous because I don't like needles.
Yeah.
I do not like needles.
That's what I said. You gotta shake that.
Yeah.
You got to deal with it. You got to deal with it, face it on, because if you don't, you're going to miss out on something that can benefit your body.
Bro, you're spot on. And I'm telling you, I would do it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
And Nick, AG, I was showing Rachel. Shout out to Rachel and the whole team at the body.
We need to get Rachel in here.
Yes, we got to get her there. Whole team at the Lincoln Body Lab Lincoln. And I put both arms out and to see how much more swell my left one's. This before she even did it. AG, I didn't realize how much more inflamed my left arm was. The forearm. What is the muscle? I don't even know what muscle it is. What did she call it?
It's some long term.
Yeah, I'll find it, AG. I'll text to you. But it was so inflamed. It was the first time I actually looked down at both of them. She goes, yeah, it's. And I looked. I was like, good gosh. And so we go.
So you have swelling basically.
Yeah, it's a tendon.
Yeah,
and it's one that's been this way for probably about 4 months. When we kind of pegged it out. It's when I started playing, when I started golfing earlier this year, and I just didn't pay attention to it because it was one of those nagging ones that was like, oh, I need to get it taken care of, but I'm good. You know.
I said, what you got to do, you got to pay attention to quite a few things, unfortunately. But I'll say this: a little simple thing you could watch out is start reading the packages of everything you eat, because you're going to find out that your body's allergic, because that's an allergic reaction to something. You having swelling. So like allergic reaction is just not, bumping out in hives, things like that, rashes. No.
Yeah.
When your body reacts to something, that's an allergic everything, inflammation, bloating, all that's an allergic reaction. So if you bloat, that means you need not to eat whatever you just put in your body or drink what you just drunk in your body. So be conscious of that. I started paying attention. I read this book years ago. It was about 3 years after I was done playing. So 2012. And it was called 12 Ways to Keep the Doctor Away by Dr. Rashid Buttar. And this was probably the first book in a long time at that time where I just read it cover to cover. Every day I had it in my hand, was not putting it down. And he's a professional, and for 20 plus years, and even just, I won't go into the stuff that's recently going on with him, but in that book, it points out everything to do with the human living a life and how to deal with everything around them, from nutrition to stress to everything, your family, prayer, how you handle everything with the world. Because from a doctor standpoint, when you go to the doctor and get examined yearly for your checkup or something, the doctor is actually limited because really they only know their expertise, right? They don't go beyond nutrition. A doctor is only basically told every year guidelines. They have to get 2 nutritional hours every 3 years of training. Just think about that. Now, this is a person that's supposed to be the expert on you living, but they're only required to get 2 hours of nutritional training every 3 years. Just think about that for a second.
Yeah.
That means they don't know nothing.
Right.
At the time you're talking to them or you going for an exam and then they're telling you need to. One doctor told me, swear, I'll never forget this. This one doctor told me, and I'm coming in, I'm probably 3 years removed from being a pro athlete. So I'm still in shape. I'm doing CrossFit and everything. And he told me, you know what? You need more red meat in your diet. I said, huh?
Yeah.
I said, run that back again. Oh yeah, you're anemic, this, that, and the other. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm anemic. Yeah, I've been knowing for a while now. But I'm like, red meat, I don't need to increase that. I probably need to decrease that if sure enough it is. It's the fact. That's so you do your own thing. Redo your own research. That's what the book, one thing told me. He said, regardless of what we say as a professional doctor, do your own research, because your body, everybody's body is different. You react to different things, even though you might have been, same genetic code as you might have a twin. But you both bodies are going to have different things, that stuff that you eat and drink was going to react differently to everybody.
Right.
So be conscious of that. And I'm very conscious of that.
And that's good insight, AG, because like they said, the body always keeps score, man. In the body lab yesterday, they did a great job. Like I said, the needling, I'm definitely going to do it again. Nick had loosened up a lot of the tendon.
I was saying, because she said that you might be sore. Are you sore today?
I still worked out this morning, and I was just, she said a couple hours or something like that. And go
it's good to get the soreness out.
Yep, went and still worked out, did shoulders this morning in the basement, then with the kickboxing at Farrell's and got a good sweat in there. So it was good to loosen up. But I can tell it was done.
Yeah.
But it's nothing that's impeding me from working out.
Can you see the needle holes?
You know, I didn't really
No,
look. I gotta be
no,
honest. I
you
didn't look.
cannot.
I was joking.
But you could.
That's a good one. I know he might have been joking, but that's a good question, Nick. Though that's a good question.
I was just trying to get you paranoid.
I know, yeah. I know Nick was being foolish. He was with the shenanigans there. But no, that actually is a good question though. That is, when I think about it, it's a good question. But no holes, no dry needle.
What's crazy is when she hooked up the needles to his forearm, and they're not hooked up the needles, hooked up the stem to the needles that were in the forearm. You could see the muscle start to twitch.
Yeah, it was twitching there.
Yeah, it was twitching. It was pretty cool. It was pretty
technology.
Interesting.
It was pretty cool to see it, man. So I'm definitely that. I mean, so you got Matt Hop here goes. My wife's a chiropractor. She does dry needling. I highly recommend. Matt, I appreciate it, man. I loved it. Unknown texter. This is not a good experience. I'm sorry, man. 8557 says, Eddie, I watched a guy with dry needle in the face to help his Bell's posse. No thanks. Jeez. And that would be incredibly painful. So yeah, it's. I'm glad I did it. I'm definitely going to do it again.
Swole is not the same as swollen. Be safe out there.
There you really appreciate you,
there
brother.
You go. Just as simple as that.
Well, something that wasn't very smart, real quick, is the knuckleheads that tried to rip the ball. Nick, explain it real quick. I mean, I got right here, but
that's part of the game. I must have missed something.
So it's pretty early in the game. Mookie Betts goes over into foul territory to grab a foul ball, and he catches it. There's two fans that actually, one of them grabs Mookie Betts' glove while it's still on his hand.
He tried to rip it out, AG.
And
text it to you right now.
The other fan grabbed Mookie Betts' other wrist and held him up against the foul area mat, if you will, and they tried to pry open the glove and take the ball that he caught. And the umpire, since they have, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4.
They had a lot of guys over there. He caught the ball, so Mookie caught the ball. The guy grabbed. I'm watching him grab his hand.
Yeah.
And wow! Somebody getting throat punched. I'm throat punching somebody on that. They deserve it, and I'm gonna get away with it because that's my job.
They still called it out.
Yeah, they had to. That's fan interference. That's the nth degree.
They called him out, and then the two fans were then escorted.
Hey, go to YouTube. Go to YouTube and type in Ahman Green, North Carolina, Carolina Panthers Monday Night Football hit. Go to that. When you come in our space, you got to watch your back. Okay, don't come on a football field. I'm surprised Mookie didn't jump in the stands because when you that fan is prying the ball out of his glove he was
holding his glove. He's like,
you're not holding anywhere, and the other one held his hand.
Yeah. It was like a team. It was like a team effort.
See, this is where fans get in trouble. Yeah, right. This is where where Mookie, if he was that dude, he might have been up in them stands, and I would not have been mad at Mookie because I don't go to your job and interfere with you and what you do. I let you do your work. Don't let Mookie not do his work. Don't let me try to catch a ball in the flat from Brett.
That it was my man Jeremy text. What's up, Jeremy? He goes, they're letting those fans go back to the game tonight.
Yeah.
Oh no, you be banned. You be done. Your season tickets revoked. You're out of here. And they probably keeping them because they was allowing, trying to take the ball out of Mookie. They ha ha ha. Yeah, you a Yankee fan. No, you a fool. Get up out of here, dude. Get up out of here.
How do you let them back in the game after that, AG?
No, they not coming back in the game. Even you got a Yankee fan to the left of him, he's like, oh my God. He's looking at him like you actually
I've never seen nothing like that, man.
I would never ever, because even basketball, you get a ball thrown at you, right? Because the court is right there. You try to punch the ball back. What'd you say, Nick?
Rico loves it. Rico tweeted me and Rico were tweeting back and forth last night. AG Rico, he goes, they're showing more fight than the players are right now.
Man.
Well, folks, the Yankees end up winning last night 11-4. It's
losing their mind.
They play back in the Bronx again tonight. Obviously every game they play here is a must-win in order to keep going. So they tip off, but they play again tonight.
First pitch.
They're in the Bronx. So right now, of course, the Dodgers are up 3-1 against the Yankees, which should be another entertaining game tonight for your Wednesday night festivities. Folks, we'll be right back with some history It's The Drive, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hey farmers, if you don't already, you need to get to know the guys at Boyk Farm Outfitters. If you're ready to turn your sprayer into a money-saving smart machine, they can hook you up. If you just want to get your chemicals from some good guys that care about your operations goals, they want to chat. They work with progressive growers all over eastern Nebraska to assist with equipment upgrades and input options. Boyk Farm Outfitters is equipping the modern farmer. Check them out at BoykFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
This is State Senator Carolyn Bosson. Public safety is important in our community. I have a proven record of protecting public safety. I have prosecuted perpetrators of domestic violence, advocated for the rights of child abuse victims, held sexual predators accountable, and fought to keep drug traffickers off our streets. This is Senator Carolyn Bosson, and I will continue to fight to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosson on November 5th. Paid for by Bosson for Legislature.
An hour ago, you didn't need a plumber. Now you're in a panic. When life throws you a surprise with a clogged drain, plugged or leaky toilet, broken pipe, leaky faucet or water heater, or a bathroom or kitchen plumbing upgrade, whatever. Just call Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Keep that number handy, 467-1111. Or go to BryantLincoln.com. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. We do whatever it takes.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best boxers on Saturday, November 9th with Vertex at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now's the perfect time to go with Nebraska football on a bye week. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Garage doors can be expensive. Are you keeping yours in the best condition possible? This is Cameron Hall with Doors Plus. Doors Plus is a locally owned business that prides itself on the fast, reliable, and friendly service. Doors Plus offers flexible scheduling so you can book an appointment that fits your busy day. My team and I will come out to your property, both commercial and residential, and provide you with the necessary information you need to make sure your garage door is in working and smooth condition. Give Doors Plus a call today at 402-590-5800 to book an appointment and learn more about our preventative maintenance plans. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
The Lincoln forecast for today, showers and thunderstorms likely throughout the day. It'll be breezy too, with the high around 63. Tonight, showers likely, an overnight low around 41. And tomorrow, we'll see decreasing clouds throughout the day. An afternoon high around 57. Meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The Mill Coffee and Tea, formerly with only 4 Lincoln locations, now 5 Lincoln locations. That's 25% more locations than there used to be. Can you even imagine a world where there's only 4 Lincoln Mill locations? Feels like ages ago. We were all so young then. The Mill on 11, located right alongside the 93.7 The Ticket Studios at 1040 O Street.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals, located in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
One great idea can change your life.
ABC Fridays. Shark Tank is all new.
That's the American dream right there.
With guest shark Todd Graves, founder of Raising Cane's.
I want to be on a team with you.
Emmy-winning Shark Tank, Fridays 8, 7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
When you need a new water heater, nothing beats the ProLine family of water heaters from A.O. Smith. ProLine models are built using commercial-grade components, meaning they're built to help you tackle your toughest days. No matter if you need a gas or electric model, A.O. Smith has a ProLine unit for you. A.O. Smith, innovation has a name. Call Patriot Plumbing at 402-464-7411 for a great deal on a water heater today. Again, that's 402-464-7411.
When you were a kid, clubs were cool. Robotics club and space club and stuff like that. But what do adults get? Book clubs and quilting clubs? Nah, forget that. How about margarita clubs and old-fashioned clubs? Get to Upside Bar and Lounge for the best clubs in town. Try all 10 varieties of Upside margaritas or old fashions and take home a free souvenir glass. Grab the whole crew and pair it with taco night on Mondays or whiskey Wednesdays. Upside Bar and Lounge at 29th and Pine Lake.
If you're a homeowner or a business owner, you have a lot of projects, and no one has an unlimited budget or time. Sunbelt Rentals makes all jobs less stressful with no need to purchase large equipment or hire a crew. You can do it yourself with rentals and everything from aerators and power rakes for spring yard work to stump grinders, concrete mixers, tile saws, and more. Check out their inventory in Lincoln, north of Cornhusker Highway on 56th Street, or online at sunbeltrentals.com.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket.
Okay. Playing 93.7 The Ticket.
Alexa, turn down the lights.
Dimming the lights.
Alexa, order a pizza. The big one. All the toppings.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Alexa.
That's a lot of pizza for just one man.
Alexa, just do it. Stop judging me, just do it.
As you wish.
Thanks, Alexa. You're my best friend.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best boxers on Saturday, November 9th with Vertex at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now's the perfect time to go with Nebraska football on a bye week. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back, folks, on this beautiful Wednesday morning. The weather is a little different here in Nebraska right now. AG, what's it looking like there in H-Town, brother?
We got 75 and mostly sunny.
Sounds brutal, actually. I will say there was something exciting. I was excited because I obviously wake up this morning and I thought, oh, that's right. It's hoodie weather this week.
Hoodie weather.
Now on, it's hoodie weather.
Yeah. That does check in up in the Midwest North. Yeah.
So we're rocking the Friends of the Station Midwest Bank hoodie. It's a Carhartt too. It's one of these weighted ones.
It looked like
Carhartt. Yeah, that's the construction worker stuff right there.
Trying to make me take a nap right now, but just sitting in this hoodie.
So. That's the best insulated jackets and hoodies and pants that they put out on the market, man. That's like why the construction workers wear that stuff.
It's heavy. It's a cool color. That's comfortable, man.
You know, it works when you put it on. You start sweating. That's when you know that's the good stuff.
Yeah. I gotta get outside to cool down. Anyway, go ahead, AD.
No, it's looking just Nebraska's forecast. AG tomorrow is only a high of 55. Friday a high of 60. Saturday game time. Can't say game time, so I'm not going to be at game time. But the high is only 59 on Saturday here in Lincoln, with a 70% chance of storms. So it'll be interesting kickoff to see what that weather's what's gonna look like. But in Husker history, folks. We've got a lot just history overall. We got a lot to cover right there. Before I get into the history segment of it all, everyone's heard about testosterone replacement therapy, but how do you know who to trust? Ageless Men's Health is the nation's leader in testosterone and weight loss. No upselling, no unnecessary supplements, just real solutions. With a team of registered nurses and nurse practitioners, they look at your whole health and create a playbook you'll understand. They use the best products, including HCG, to keep your body safe and protect you from fertility. This is the best team in the game, and they're ready to earn your trust. Google Ageless Men's Health Lincoln and check out their 175 plus 5-star reviews. Appreciate Ageless Men's Health Lincoln. A name that I remember and love, and his sons are a good friend of mine, 1979 Marvelous Jarvis Red Wine. Marvelous Jarvis Red Wine ran for 206 yards and 3 touchdowns in a 38-10 romp over Colorado. Marvelous Jarvis Red Wine. was an amazing guy, is an amazing guy. His sons, AG, are good buddies of mine. Jarvis Jr., Josh is a very good photographer. Son Josh has got a sick eye behind that camera lens, man. So, but just
yeah, I've seen them. They've been around the studio, right?
Yeah,
Since
they've
I've
been
been
doing
there.
the drone stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Them guys.
They're legit. They're legit.
No, you're thinking of the other red wine.
Different red wine.
Yeah, because that red wine is white. This is the brother.
Okay. I couldn't tell. I don't know.
Maybe they're brother from another mother. Who knows?
Well, still, both of them are incredible.
Yeah, and red wine who did our fly-in.
Yes,
with the
right.
drone.
That's right.
With the drone, to celebrate the 1 year. That's red wine as well. This is a different red wine.
Red wine.
Yeah, different red wine. But Josh Red Wine is a buddy of mine that's done plenty of shots for me. But Red Wine scored runs of 23, 56, and 13 yards. Hardly even played in the second half.
Wow.
Nebraska had 479 yards in that game in 1979. It's held the Buffaloes to 146 yards. And at that time, it was their 12th win straight over Colorado. And AG and Nick, I want you to think about this. It's 1979.
Yeah.
That was also the time that Colorado came after Coach Osborne to take over for Colorado. Because the Blue Bonnet Bowl a few years before. When you hear AG, next time ask Coach about this story. It's an amazing story. Coach was getting whispers from a booster. It was a Blue Bonnet Bowl. It was, I think, 78 or 78, 77 or 78 Blue Bonnet Bowl. That he said a booster came up to him and said, "It's a good thing you won that game."
Wow.
And Coach Osborne seriously, him and Miss Osborne thought seriously about leaving Nebraska, but he said, "How could I leave when I was talking to these recruits and tell them to come here?" He goes, "In good conscience, I can't leave here." Although he was under that immense pressure, AG, that was one of the closest jobs he said he was close to leaving, was to go coach Colorado. And you think about the trajectory in the history books of Nebraska, had Coach Osborne went west to Boulder. It almost gives you goosebumps to think about that, AG. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah. I mean, the early years of things, the programs getting started, sometimes, you know, people say things that might, change people's thought process sometimes.
Who did Nebraska play in that Blue Bonnet Bowl?
I think it was
a trivia question. Here we go.
Who did they play?
I know the
Nebraska was ranked. Nebraska was ranked 13th. This opponent was ranked 9th. Nebraska wins 27-24.
Was it Oklahoma again?
It was not.
Mississippi State or Mississippi?
It was Texas Tech.
Texas Tech. I was
Texas Tech.
Okay,
the
Texas
Red
Tech.
Raiders.
You're way off. You were Mississippi,
way
bro.
off. I was a Mississippi dog.
Hey, it's all right. It's okay. You know what? You tried. You tried.
Yeah.
You gave me an answer.
AG, go ahead, Nick.
No, I was going to say, AG, what you got, my friend?
Yeah, I got. Do y'all remember what year Twitch started?
Oh,
see, I don't know. I don't know when it started. I just started watching it in 2020 when COVID was a big thing.
Yeah, exactly. But it had been around almost 10 years at that time. So it's 2011 is when Twitch started.
On this day?
Online on this day, yes.
Wow.
Yep, 2011. So it's been around, what is that, 15 years? 14 years, 14 years, something like that.
AG's been shaking a matchup against me on Twitch for 11 and a half
Hey, you didn't call me, bro. I was waiting for you. Said 2:30. I was wide open at 2:30.
Hey, AG, guess what I purchased yesterday?
What did you purchase?
Call of Duty Black Ops.
Nice. Yeah, nice.
We have started the Black Ops 6 grind.
Yeah, I got it too. Let me know. Hit me up.
I'm not good at it. I'm not very good, but I enjoy it.
Right.
I enjoy it a lot.
Yeah, I was ready at 2:30. I was like looking at my phone, waiting for the text message to come
only
through.
Work one way. I forgot about that. I forgot.
Yeah.
So are y'all going to ever play?
You made the you said, "Hey, I'm free this afternoon." Who said that? You.
He did say he was free, dog.
I did.
Yeah, and so that means you send the invite.
Okay,
partner. Next time I say I'm free, and when I'm free, I'm gonna send the text. Say, "Hey, Nick, you ready?
Okay,
let's go."
Hey, AG, when you said it like that, you remember the movie Juice with Tupac?
Yeah, partner.
Partner. That's how Tupac said. He said, partner. He goes, this blankety blank scared. Partner.
Yeah.
You got it on the get down or the be down.
I don't need this.
Partner.
It's gonna be a mirror match too, because you said something about Ohio State. I run Ohio State too. It's gonna be a mirror match.
Ohio State.
Yep, it's gonna be Ohio State.
Online last night. So,
folks, we come back. We got plenty of sound bites from yesterday's presser. We'll break those down and discuss them. Get your opinions on them as well, folks. It is Wednesday. A few more sleeps until Nebraska hosts UCLA. This is Drive 93.7.
Hi, this is State Senator Carolyn Bosden. As a state senator, wife, and mom, I believe Nebraska is a great place to work and raise a family. My husband Reggie and I are local family business owners and proud to be involved in our community. Property tax relief is important to every family. Last year, I voted for the largest property tax relief package in Nebraska history, and I will continue to advocate for property tax relief. Vote Carolyn Bosin on November 5th. Paid for by Bosin for Legislature.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best boxers on Saturday, November 9th with Vertex at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now's the perfect time to go with Nebraska football on a bye week. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
All right, Rico, let's do the final checklist before we head out. We have a lot of people coming to the tailgate today.
I'm ready.
Burgers?
Check.
Chips?
Check.
Icy cold beer?
Check. Except this one.
I'm forgetting something. Wait a second. Where's the Führer's cheese spread?
I can't stop eating it.
Rico!
Relax. I always pack extra. It's the biggest hit of the tailgate.
For the best appetizer, party dip, and tailgate snack, load up on Führer's cheese spread today in most local grocery stores.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's most dependable side-by-side, the Mule Pro, built to take on your most demanding days. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of October. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with large selection of motorcycles and side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Stop by every Saturday for their Husker tailgate with free food, drinks, and games.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
One great idea can change your life.
ABC Fridays. Shark Tank is all new.
That's the American dream right there.
With guest shark Todd Graves, founder of Raising Canes.
I want to be on a team with you.
Emmy-winning Shark Tank, Fridays 8, 7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
Hey guys, it's Nick. The high school football playoffs are here, and we're continuing our high school football coverage live from Seacrest Field this Friday as 7 seed Lincoln Southeast hosts number 10 Millard North. Kickoff between the Knights and the Mustangs is slated for 7 p.m. as our pregame coverage starts at 6:50. Join me and Jay Foreman this Friday from Seacrest Field as we bring you playoff action between Lincoln Southeast and Millard North right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Are you a veteran looking for a new companion animal? A dog? A cat? Or maybe something else?
The Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs Vets Get Pets program can cover up to $350 of your pet adoption fees. Visit veterans.nebraska.gov/vetsgetpets to learn more about program requirements and how to apply. Want to help support the program? Get your Vets Get Pets specialty license plates from the Nebraska DMV. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Welcome to The Drive with A.D. Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, folks, we're back. 3 more sleeps until Nebraska welcomes UCLA into Memorial Stadium. 2:30 p.m. kickoff.
Do you remember the last time that the Huskers and Bruins played at Memorial Stadium? Do you guys remember that at all?
I was just about to ask that question. I think it was somewhere in the neighborhood of 20. It was after the Packers won the Super Bowl, a few years after that, I think 2012, 2013, 2014, somewhere in there.
I believe, I think you're right. Obviously, the last time that these two teams played, it was in the Foster Farms Bowl.
Oh, okay.
In 2015. Yes, 2015.
Okay.
However,
but that's a bowl game.
Yeah, that's a bowl game.
In Memorial.
So I'm trying to find. Here we go. All right. So 2015 neutral. Yep, Foster Farms Bowl. Nebraska wins 37-29 over the Bruins.
Good game.
And the last time before that, you'll remember Nebraska actually went out to Pasadena in 2012.
Okay.
In 2012, Taylor Martinez had a super long touchdown run. It was kind of a roller coaster of a touchdown run. I believe Zach Charbonnet was UCLA's running back that day for the Bruins in 2012. And UCLA won 36-30. Then the following year in 2013, Saturday, September 14th, Nebraska wore their black jerseys, white helmets with the black stripe down the center of their helmet, and with the white pants and the black and black stripe and stuff. And Quincy Enunwa had a pretty decent day that day. However, Nebraska lost 41-21 to Jim Mora and the UCLA Bruins.
I haven't heard that name. Where is Jim? Is Jim Moore even? Is he consultant now, coaching?
So he
might be consulting.
He was at UConn because he made UConn into a bowl team last year. It was pretty incredible. So obviously Jim Moore Jr. We're talking about.
Yeah, I think he's still there.
Is the head football coach at the University of Connecticut.
Yep.
Yeah.
And his dad is playoffs.
Yes, that's right.
Playoffs. You talking about playoffs?
So it's kind of crazy. So Jim Mora, he's been coaching for 9 years. At Connecticut, he was 6-7 in their first year, 3-9 last year, but now this year through 8 games has him at 5-3 overall.
Nice.
Connecticut's not very good either. They're not the team that went at one point back early in the 2010s when they went like 8-5 or 9-4 and played Oklahoma in the Fiesta Bowl. They're not like that anymore. And this is what's crazy. So this starting in 2016, just to give you an idea of Jim Mora Jr. and what he's been able to do. UConn was 3-9, 3-9, 1-11, 2-10, 1-11 before Jim Mora Jr. got there. Then it was 6-7, 3-9, and now 5-3.
Okay. Yeah,
He's- Dude's a
building
coach.
a foundation.
He's a coach.
It takes time. Yeah.
Look, let's see what we got for clips from yesterday, man. We had Satterfield and both Tony White. Let's go with Sat first.
Let's go Satterfield first. Let's talk about something super positive from Saturday, and that's John Hull, the kicker, who made 3 field goals on Saturday. Let's talk John Hull.
It was amazing. He just put on a show out here today. I'll let Coach tell you all about that. But I mean, Coach was putting him in some weird situations with the wind, and he just kept coming through. So it's from a lot of hard work. I mean, we watch him every day. We come up to as a team and watch him kick. And for where it started to where it is now, it's been really cool to watch that guy, how he's developed and worked at it.
Yeah, John Hull. There you have it, guys.
Boom.
You guys, he was a different kid. He needed that just for his psyche. I just think as a player, AG, a guy that was obviously struggling. They knew he had the leg. We knew he had the leg from just kicking, but just as far as the snap, the hold, all of those things,
and then it's mental, like I said.
Absolutely, he needed that big time. And AG, think about this, man. I mean, me and you have talked about this. You've talked about this on the show. When you change things up, holding the ball, and said, "I'm just gonna make it happen. I'm gonna hold the ball differently, do whatever it is." Psychologically, you talk about a John Hull. How big is that to go through games to where you took care of that issue and said, and become a Hall of Famer that you are now? For a guy like Holman, obviously we're talking about a college kid compared to the pros, but still the mental aspect of it, how big was that for him in very, very on a stressful environment on the road in the kick, the way he was kicking? I think that 54-yarder was in the wind. Correct me if I'm on, Nick, was in the wind. How big was that for John Holt just from a psychological standpoint?
Priority number one. I mean, it's all the reason why he's on that football field is for him to kick balls through the field goal, and make them. And so you have to get over that hump mentally on your own. You could have coaches, players, your teammates, try to help you through it, but eventually you got to flip the switch and understand this. You got to have that confidence within yourself to go out there and do it. And I've explained it many times through when I was a special team coordinator at a local high school in the Green Bay area, and getting in my kicker's head, I got in his head to get him to understand, look, it's all about you. I could tell you till I'm blue in the face that you could kick the ball through the field goal. I'm like, but you got to believe it.
Right.
It's that easy. And then after that, everything once that flip or that switch gets flipped, then it's easy selling for that kicker. Outside of that, it's just obviously Mother Nature, when you're kicking in a situation. And I love that you just said how Rule and the coaches are putting them in different situations. I mean, I would literally have the players that weren't on special teams throwing things at him, throwing stuff, like the balls or beach balls, just to distract him, to make him go through those kicks, go through that motion from the time the long snapper snapped it to the holder put it down. They all getting hit with balls. They're getting screamed at. I'm like, if you could kick a ball in this, I could throw you anywhere. You'll go to Hades and kick a field goal.
It's like dodgeball. He's throwing wrenches at him.
Yeah, throw a wrench at him. Yeah, why we got wrenches? What's up with that?
No texter 5162 says, Hole hit the 54-yarder with leg to spare, and he definitely did. And you could tell he was confident. Should they have let him try to break Henry's record when he punted from the 39? I mean, I think it's game time, different scenarios require different things, but unknown texter 5162, I was glad to see him. To your point, he definitely had leg to spare.
On that note, I think a lot of it was Nebraska's defense was playing really well, and you feed into the strengths. Nebraska, we talked about it extensively in 2023, so many times, whether it was because of missed field goals or turnovers or turnover on downs or whatever it may be. Nebraska's offense in 2023 put Nebraska's defense in so many negative spots starting out drives. So what we saw Saturday was Matt Rule really embracing our defense. Nebraska's defense was probably the best unit on the field between both teams' offensive and defensive sides. So with that being said, I think you saw Matt Rule kind of playing towards Nebraska's strength on Saturday which was their defense, certainly. And I think, if I remember correctly, they got a punt out of that decision to punt from Ohio State too. So it all worked out.
And you guys, I'm going to tell you right now, this has nothing to do here that we're talking about. I mean, it does, but Nick, you brought up defense. I am still blown away how well our defense played on last Saturday, AG, to hold that offense, those running backs combined 64, 65 yards was remarkable. I mean, it really was. And to sack him twice, get an interception that Harstock almost took to the house. And quite honestly, we should have scored on that. But pull it aside, I was just, and I hope that's the defense that shows up on Saturday as well, AG and Raff. But I was very impressed with running backs of that caliber for Nebraska to hold them to the yards they did, man, especially after the outing they had in Bloomington. What do we got next on there, Nick?
Yeah, let's do one more before we get to break here. Let's talk Dylan is scrambling. We talked a little bit about it yesterday, but here's from the offensive coordinator's perspective on how Dylan's legs can impact the offense in a positive way.
It's huge. I mean, when they think you can't run, they don't have to have a spy. That they can play man coverage and read his eyes and get underneath certain routes. So for him to be able to pull it down and run like you did, I think at least they have to account for it. It shows they have to account for him now.
That's what is crazy, guys. I mean, we talked about yesterday also, like we saw two Ohio State linebackers got kind of messed up and they Ohio State linebackers ran into each other and allowed the left side of the field to be opened up for Dylan Raiola. I mean, you guys know the X's and O's piece of it better than I do, but I think Marcus Satterfield has a point of the ability to say, okay, if Ohio State doesn't have to put out a spy, then it's going to open things up, hopefully, for Dylan to run. If they do, then it also somewhat falls on your receivers. You got one less guy to have to get away from and find space with, get open.
Yeah, when you got a quarterback that is known for throwing and he decides to, I'm going to use my legs, it's going to make the defense be honest. And I say this all the time. With a balanced offense, balanced pass game, then you make a defense play their rules. They have rules for man coverage. They have rules for zone and blitzing coverages. So if they're going to try to break them rules, it's because they know that the offense has a deficit. So they're going to try to take advantage of it. So with that being said, a good job by Dylan. When any quarterback says, "Oh, you know what? There's nobody manning up on me, no spy, nobody. You know what? I'm gonna go get this first down." And it, in the video game sense, it happens all the time, and it's so frustrating. So what you think in real life when the game actually counts, and it's not a video game when you do that. When a quarterback scrambles for a first down, that DC, those linebackers are not happy. They're like, "Oh my goodness, how we forget about this guy can run, at least get a first down. He's not going to outrun us like a Lamar Jackson or anybody like that." But when you got a quarterback that can just, run a couple yards, get a first down here and there, that's an issue. And you got to succumb to, you got to basically have somebody ready for that. If not, they're going to keep burning you for it. Because then eventually when he pushes towards the line of scrimmage, you're going to have them linebackers push to them, the quarterback, to try to stop him. And then he's just going to throw it over top, to somebody that's wide open that they just were covering to try to, pay attention to him. So you got to have that. You got to keep them honest.
Hey, you bring up a good point, because if those guys are playing, like I said, if they don't have a spy on him, they're going man to man, even if cover two, as far as that goes. If they're going man, particularly the safety is clear up top, as far as that goes, and the corner's gonna be playing, outside or inside man, man actually, to get him to go inside. If you got a guy, a quarterback like him, like you mentioned, you don't got to get like a Lamar Jackson 15 or 16. If you can just get 5 or 6, if you can get 3 or 4 compared to a 3 or 4 yard stop or thrown out of bounds. Those add up, and AG brings it back to your point. That defensive coordinator up in the booth has got to start deciding to account for him and say, you know what, we're going to tamper this down, which leaves guys in better positions on the outsides of the perimeter.
Well, on top of that, guys, I mean, here's another piece of it all is with Dylan still being a true freshman quarterback. You have to also think about from a big picture perspective. How can we stay ahead of the chains, right? How can we stay on schedule,
ahead of the chains?
So even if you don't, like you said, AD, get the 15, 16 yards, like we've seen a lot of scrambling quarterbacks, both for Nebraska and for other teams do in the past, figure out a way to where you can make it a 2nd and 3 instead of a 2nd and 8 or a 2nd and 10. Because number one, for Marcus Satterfield, who we've talked extensively about, all right, you know what? He struggles maybe to call plays, maybe the understanding the rhythm of the game. We've seen some frustrations and disappointments from play calling and from the execution standpoint. Not only does that opened up things for Marcus Satterfield and his decision making on play calling, but it also allows Dylan a lot more freedom as well, right? To not have to try to force things. We've seen it on fourth down and third downs the last 2 weeks. The 2 interceptions that Dylan has thrown, one of them came on 4th and long because of penalties and because of lost yardage on screen calls that were busted.
Screen plays cost 9 yards.
That was the one against Indiana. The one against Ohio State was he tried to force it, and they weren't on the same page as their wide receiver. So I just think that even if you just do your job, stay ahead of the change, stay on schedule, or stay ahead of schedule, man, it allows Dylan to maybe take a breath. It opens up things for Marcus Satterfield as a play caller. And I think Nebraska's offense, just judging by football, would have much more success consistently if they were able to do so.
Guys, when we come back, we'll have Tony White. We got plenty of Tony White on there as well. Also, we go back to the offensive side. Is there a particular freshman that's going to play a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball?
There you go.
Folks, it's Wednesday. It's The Drive. 93.7 The Ticket. We'll be right back.
The electrical workers of local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Fairway has fresh cut meats, seafood, cheese, wine and spirits, and a friendly staff that's always ready to help find what you need. Stop by Fairway Meat Market today to plan your weekly meals, located in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Hi, this is Investigator Joe Villamonte with the Lincoln Police Union, asking you to vote for Carolyn Bosin for legislator. As a prosecutor, Carolyn Bosin has always supported law enforcement to keep our community safe. Carolyn Bosin has the experience we need. Carolyn Bosin is the only choice for legislator to keep our community safe. Join the law enforcement community in voting to keep our community safe. Vote Carolyn Bosin on November 5th.
Paid for by Bosin for legislature.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
Load up on meat and more this fall at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese at 84th and Havelock. This week's special through November 12th is $2 off all crackers, $2 off on grind, $3 off on salami, and buy one, get one free on stew beef. Limit of 2. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Highway 2 in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Ready to score big with your projects? Look no further than Edward Stone, the MVP of natural stone for over 2 decades. Edward Stone is cranking out over 30,000 square feet every week and offers a winning lineup of over 70 quality natural veneer stone selections. Their unbeatable variety and experienced team will ensure your project is a success, whether it's a home renovation or a commercial build. And hey, they're not just about stone. They've got an all-star lineup of fireplaces, cast stone, brick, and much more. Swing by one of their locations in Lincoln or Omaha today and experience the Edward Stone difference, your reliable choice for over 20 years.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and we want to thank all of our customers for a great September. And now it's time for our annual Halloween sales event happening right now at Koppel. Get 0% financing at Koppel. You heard right, 0% financing on select new models. Also, huge discounts up to $11,500 are available. It's our annual Halloween sales event. Get $11,500 off or 0% financing at Koppel. So please stop on by or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. 0% with roof credit.
Across Nebraska, voters will have the chance to end the current government abortion ban. The government shouldn't be making decisions for families' health care, but right now they are. Ending the ban takes 2 votes. A vote against 434, the first initiative, and then a vote for 439, the last initiative. It's only this combination that will finally get the government out of the personal medical decisions of Nebraska families. Voting against 434 and for 439 ensures that when there's a medical emergency, it's Nebraska families who decide what to do, not the government. This vote against 434 and for 439 makes it so our Nebraska doctors can treat every patient. The government put this ban in place, stripping Nebraska families of their freedom, but you can end it with 2 votes. The first against 434 and then vote for 439. Paid for by Protect Our Rights.
NEPCO is hiring CDL drivers for ready-mixed concrete, Husker Concrete, and Beatrice Concrete. NEPCO offers great pay, medical and retirement benefits, paid time off, and they pay for CDL training. Apply today and start your new career with a $2,500 hiring bonus. From NEPCO's beginning in 1908, it's the employees that have formed the company's solid foundation. Start your career today. Visit nebcoinc.com. That's NEBCOINC.com.
Come enjoy a show of the Midwest's best boxers on Saturday, November 9th with Vertex at the Complex, the former location of Champions Fun Center. Fights are scheduled throughout the night, and if you haven't been before, now's the perfect time to go with Nebraska football on a bye week. Doors open at 6 p.m. with first bout at 7 p.m. Learn more about the boxers and buy tickets at thecomplexlincoln.com. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier Kawasaki dealership. Score big on Kawasaki's most dependable side-by-side, the Mule Pro, built to take on your most demanding days. Rule the streets on an Indian motorcycle with customer cash and trade-in credits up to $2,000 during the month of October. On or off-road, Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered with large selection of motorcycles and side-by-sides in stock at their new 27th and I-80 location. Stop by every Saturday for their Husker tailgate with free food, drinks, and games.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Ryan, with all this red and all these people around, I'm still not seeing the tailgate.
Todd Spidell, former body shop owner, terrible driver.
We're getting close. Now, did you know with 3 locations in Lincoln and hundreds of years of combined technician experience, we can get Husker fans back on the road even quicker and safer after their tailgate mishaps? Oh, Todd, turn left right here.
Left or right?
Left, right here.
Right?
Well, you wait for the tow truck. I'm getting a hot dog.
Well, I guess while I'm waiting. All right, most recommended Eustace Body Shop.
Woohoo! Dude, you should be on American Idol.
You really think so?
No.
Accidents happen, even to Husker fans. If it happens to you, call Eustace Body Shop, where our customers send their friends.
The most recommended Eustace Body Shop. That's who we are.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Gray on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Folks, we are back on this Wednesday morning here at The Drive. 7 The Ticket. I want to read a text real quick, and I appreciate him sending this in. I want to make sure I find it. I'll eventually come back to it. I'll find it eventually. Yeah, it was IQ Crew. IQ Crew, good morning to you, brother. He goes, notice a saying yesterday from professional female bowler Daria Payak that reminded me of The Drive. Quote is this: you may not be able to add years to your life, but you can add life to your years. Happy great Wednesday. IQ Crew.
Like that.
I love that quote, man. Happy Wednesday to you, but we definitely can add life to our years. That is definitely a choice. Can add more life. We can add more life to the years. That's for sure. Nick,
let's find out what Tony White had to say.
Before we go to Tony White, though, man, there was talk about with him talking about with Satterfield saying about Malachi, potential freshman.
Here, I have that. If you'd like it.
Yeah, I'd like to hear that if we could.
Let's hear this. Are there any names outside of Malachi that you are excited about? Malachi Coleman, obviously, being that one. It's just a quick 12-second answer, but here's what he had to say.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys I'm excited about. I don't want to step here and say names, at that point. But yeah, Malachi would be a one. Obviously, had a good freshman year last year that could come and contribute if called upon.
There you have it.
The reason why I thought that was intriguing, AG, because Malachi was one that, although very green, because I think a lot of people may forget, maybe they don't forget, that Malachi was a guy to where it was very green on, as far as route running. He was obviously a speedster, but if you remember, I know you remember AG, Riley Washington, very similar, obviously not as tall as Malachi at 6'4", 6'3", ever tall Malachi. He's a tall dude. Riley being 5'11", 6 foot. That's why they call us the itty bitty committee. But just that blazing speed, but learning how to run routes. And I think that's one thing that Malachi was learning a lot last year. Everything is not just a vertical route. There's nuances of playing receiver, route running, etc. However, though, he was a decent blocker at times we've seen last year. Hence why he's still got 3 games left he could play.
Yes, yeah, because he came in on special teams earlier this year, so that's where he got the first one. And also, it's important to remember, as Nebraska has a chance to get bowl eligibility this weekend for the 3rd consecutive weekend, it's important to remember that the bowl game does not count towards the redshirt number. So if Malachi, he could play, essentially somebody could play 5 games. And here's what's crazy also.
Keep that year.
If you're a playoff team, think about if you make it to the college football championship.
Man,
you could play, we're talking up to 7-8 games and still preserve your red shirt.
Preserve that year.
So there's that to kind of keep in mind as Nebraska navigates guys like Riley Van Poppel and talks about Malachi Coleman and other bodies in that locker room.
Absolutely. Let's hear what Tony White has to say.
Yeah, let's do this. Tony White, Nebraska defensive coordinator. Let's talk about probably the most impressive guy from Saturday against Ohio State. And this really stood out to me only because from a leadership perspective, and like AG and AD, you guys can speak on this a little bit more than I can. But Nebraska, especially the last 5-10 years, has had a lot of guys say what they needed to do, but hasn't necessarily always backed it up on the field, in terms of in games, right? And from a consistent rate. Jamari Butler, he was the most vocal about Nebraska's lack of defensive ability against Indiana. he comes out post game Indiana and talks about how, the confidence was shot down and how that is not the standard that they play at, and this and that and the other. Well, what does Jamari Butler do on Saturday? Has a really, really nice day. I think he had 3 tackles for loss on his own. Here's what Tony White had to say on Jamari Butler.
No, I mean, he was like that at the beginning of the year, and then he was, as with all football players at this time, they're banged up and all that kind of stuff. And then just gradually, I think he started settling down and being able to play like that, but also did a good job of taking care of his body with Mitch and Corey and those guys and stuff. And then you see him moving around even like he was at the beginning of the season. And again, no coincidence, he was making a ton of plays out there.
AG, can I ask you this question? How long did it take for you? Because Tony White, and we hear a lot of coaches mention the settling down piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that adjustment period for you, or how long it took for you to like settle down, if at all?
It was probably that first game for me, because in my head, I always simulated. I was just talking about this either to a friend of mine or somebody I was on stream with. I do so many shows. But I used to always, in my little quiet little space in my head, my brain, this is what I did during high school. It started doing it in high school, where I would act like it was Friday night. Like if we're playing Creighton Prep on Friday, it's Wednesday or it's Tuesday. I was already in my head, I'm going full tilt because it's Friday.
Yeah.
And then once I got to Lincoln, I was doing that same thing. Even though I know I wasn't the starter, LP, CC, Dave, and Benny would go in before me. But in my head, in practice, during two-a-days, I would imagine it's the first play of the game against Oklahoma State. What I'm going to do with the ball. If I'm getting the ball on this play, if I'm pass protection on this play, how I'm going to catch the ball, how I'm going to read the blitz. So I put myself mentally there. And that's how then when I got on the game field, it came more natural to me. So that probably took that first carry I got at Oklahoma State on Thursday Night Football. And then the next carry after that, I say I settled in, because then all those reps I took mentally put myself there. Those are extra bonus reps. So then when it came to actual game time, I was there in like 2 plays. I was locked in. I was like, oh, this is not that bad. Actually, it's tougher to practice against my defense than then going against Oklahoma State or Michigan State that freshman year, because we had a #1 defense in the country. So it's like practice was way harder than dealing with the guys on Saturday and Thursday night. So this having that teammates beat you up, that was part of our reason that offensively and for myself, I settled in a lot faster.
We'll talk a lot about UCLA tomorrow and also Friday. And wanted to address on there regarding the red shirts in bowl games. We're simply saying if they get there, well, obviously we got to take care of business on Saturday. Big Bear was mentioning get to the bowl games first. Of course, absolutely. We're just simply saying how red shirts, if you advance that, you're able to retain that, keep that. By no means overlooking UCLA. Guys, Willie McGahee, true freshman.
The fourth, right?
Yeah. Very disruptive when he came in there on Saturday, and has been disruptive at times this year. And that dude right there, and Coach White talked about him. Do you have that clip on there?
Here's Willis McGahee the fourth.
Yeah, no, I don't. I mean, he is quietly come along, quietly matured with those guys, especially MJ. He's probably one of the first ones in the building. He meets extra. He's probably one of the last ones to leave. He meets late with Coach Potenza, and he's worked himself into a position to do those things on the field. And if there's any critique, I'm gonna say, like, Coach said, this guy goes out there and he balls and he makes plays on the ball. He's consistently around the quarterback and he causes fumbles. So that should be rewarded. You know what I mean? So we need to get him on the field more.
Yes, sir. You better.
Nick and AG, I'll ask you both this. I'm gonna start with you, Nick, and AG. I want you to go. Nick, when you look at a guy like Willis McGahee, who was from Miami, his dad wanted him to get out of there, wanted to go someplace else. A true freshman at his age. You figure we lost what's the young man, Hausman, not Hausman, Ernest.
Yep.
To Michigan, very young, promising guy. You look at a Hausman. There's a lot about McGahee that reminds me of a Hausman. Would you say that's a fair assessment? But I think McGahee's got even better speed.
I think that's a fair assessment. I think one of the things that Willis McGahee does well, I don't know. I look at the Nebraska outside linebacker room as a whole, and I think I'm most excited about the future of those guys. outside linebacker, edge guys, like those types of positions, because they're interchangeable, I think, in Nebraska's defense. I mean, you look at it because MJ Sherman, he talked about MJ, right? He talks about the other outside guys like Cameron Lenhart's somebody that we've very seldom talked about this year as well. Willis McGahee, he's a young guy, right? So through it all, I think Nebraska's pretty well set up at the outside backer or edge position going forward.
A lot of youth.
But that also, the competitiveness and how do I want to say this? The battles in between the members, the players on the team, like that's going to breed higher quality play. Like we talk about that across the board at positions, like running back wise, and not to switch sides of the ball. We saw it Saturday. Once Emmett Johnson started coming in and playing better, we saw Dante Dowdell in terms of intensity kind of put it a notch higher. We're going to see that defensively too, right? Through when Cameron Lenhart plays better, we're going to see Willis McGahee step up, and vice versa. When we saw Willis on Saturday, all right, Cam, like this is your time to shine, right? Like this is your time to step up and continue to fight for that playing time. I think Nebraska's pretty well set at that outside part.
Hey, G, before we go to break, I want to ask you this too. You look at Willis McGahee, he's from the pedigree of a dad. Obviously, his dad played a long time in the league, very successful at collegiate level as well as the pro level. But Yimoto's coach White mentioned that he stays after he's getting that extra tutelage, watching film later. How big of it is a factor that he has a dad who played at such a high level to have that in his corner?
A huge factor. All he had to do is basically watch his dad. That's the blueprint. Understand the time and effort it takes. Guys are always questioning players like that from the outside looking in, because you don't know. They feel, oh man, maybe he's had it easy. His dad played NFL. He did this, that, and the other. So he could have access to this, have access to that. So he's going to be a good athlete. It's like, no, we still got to put work in. We put that time in. And then, like you said, coming in, being the first in the building and last out, that's a common place for people that want to be successful at whatever they do.
That's right.
And so, so I'm glad that he has that mentality. I'm glad he was able to take that, because now he can flourish that here for us and be a problem for offensive players when he's on that football field, along with Malachi. Malachi is playing good. All the guys are just playing good on defense. I mean, they're gelling really good. So just to have those guys play like they are is really good to watch.
Folks, when we come back, last segment, I got a little RGT that I'll share when I get back as well for that segment. Got a good one out there. As we close out this beautiful Wednesday morning, like I said, it's cloudy, but it's still a beautiful day. If you woke up, sheesh, you're fortunate, you're blessed. We'll be right back, folks. It's a drive, 93 cents a ticket.
One great idea can change your life.
ABC Fridays. Shark Tank is all new.
That's the American dream right there.
With guest shark Todd Graves, founder of Raising Cane's.
I want to be on a team with you.
Emmy-winning Shark Tank, Fridays 8, 7 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
It's the fall sports season, and that means that the school year is back in session, and you're planning road trips for Nebraska football games and following your kids around to their different events. Stop telling yourself you'll upgrade your car someday and do it now. Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home, so you don't have to worry about your current car struggling through another season. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Lake and find your next ride. As your fall schedule gets busy, you'll need a reliable way to get to your destinations. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we strive to provide you with the right coverages for all your insurance needs by taking the time to meet with you and review what coverages best fit your needs. So whether you're in the market for home, auto, farm, business, life, or a combination of any of these coverages, we can help with making sure you, your family, or your business have the right coverage based on your individual needs. If you would like to review your insurance needs, please contact Ben Spurt with Farm Bureau Financial Services at 402-217-9945 or through email at ben.spurt@fbfs.com.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Across Nebraska, Voters will have the chance to end the current government abortion ban. The government shouldn't be making decisions for families' health care, but right now they are. Ending the ban takes 2 votes. A vote against 434, the first initiative, and then a vote for 439, the last initiative. It's only this combination that will finally get the government out of the personal medical decisions of Nebraska families. Voting against 434 and for 439 ensures that when there's a medical emergency, it's Nebraska families who decide what to do, not the government. This vote against 434 and for 439 makes it so our Nebraska doctors can treat every patient. The government put this ban in place, stripping Nebraska families of their freedom, but you can end it with 2 votes. The first against 434, and then vote for 439. Paid for by Protect Our Rights.
It's the best time of the year to order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower from Landmark Implement during the early order program. Hay harvest is a race against time. Order a new John Deere self-propelled windrower to harvest your hay quickly and efficiently while promoting quick dry down for quality hay. Now is the time to lock in the best price of the year. Contact your local Landmark location for full details on a new self-propelled windrower and experience the Landmark difference.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Hello, Charlie Stone here, and joining me is Andy Goodyear of Honda of Lincoln. Andy, I was noticing on your website you have more than 150 new 2024 and 2025 Hondas in stock right now.
Yes, we do, Charlie. It's neat when you drive by and see all the cars on our lot, and we have most all models and all different colors available, and we even have more than hundreds on the way. We also have the all-new, all-electric 2024 Honda Prologue in stock right now. We have a few of them to choose from, plus qualified buyers get financing from just 1.9% APR.
How about your pre-owned selection?
I talk to a lot of my customers and friends, and they still think that we just sell brand new Hondas, but we sell all different models, make of pre-owned cars, and we have more than 100 to choose from right now.
Well, maybe it's time you come experience the Honda of Lincoln way of doing business. 27th and Yankee Hill Road, or online at hondaoflincoln.com.
With the Planet Fitness Black Card, you don't just get a great workout, you get a great perk out because your membership is packed with perks. For $1 down and $24.99 a month, you'll get perks like access to any of our 2,400 clean and spacious locations. Bring a friend anytime and both work out with tons of equipment that'll give you that big fitness energy. Relax in the Black Card spa and more. Work out and perk out with the PF Black Card. Join for just $1 down and $24.99 a month. Hurry, this deal ends soon. See Home Club for details.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
At Anderson Ford, we offer a 5-day return or exchange policy so you can make sure the vehicle you choose is the best vehicle for you. No pressure. Right now, take over $11,000 off a 2024 Ford F-150. Experience better at Anderson Ford. Stock number 1004296, MSRP of $66,645. Must finance with Ford Motor Company and have a qualifying trade and approved credit. Tax, title, and license fees extra. Residency restrictions apply. Program subject to change. Must take new retail delivery from Anderson Auto Group by 11/13/24. See delivery details.
Hey guys, it's your girl Jordan from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. Gentlemen, it's time to elevate your style with something from our men's jewelry and watch collection. Why not treat yourself to the ultimate in luxury? We've got an incredible selection of pre-owned Rolex watches. Even those hard-to-find models you've been dreaming of. Whether you're stepping up your game day look or adding a touch of class to everyday wear, our top-tier collection is sure to impress. Stop by Sartor Heyman and discover the perfect piece to reflect your unique style. Until next time, happy shopping, guys.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
We are back. AG and Nick. Unfortunately, I will not be handing out candy tomorrow. My wife will be handing out candy tomorrow. I will actually be speaking at 7 o'clock in Kearney.
At night?
At night, 7 p.m.
Is it just a quick turnaround, drive back?
Yeah, I'm just going to drive up. I thought about leaving after the show tomorrow and just working from Kearney tomorrow.
Yeah.
My in-laws don't live very far in Sumner.
Yeah.
But I'm still up in the air what I'm going to do. I'll
Well,
be here.
if you need a companion, let me know. You know I love Kearney.
Well, you're the mayor. I would have
true.
escorts.
Do you
coming
need a police escort?
Yeah, they'd be
Okay,
like,
I can call my people.
They'd be like, is the mayor here?
Yeah.
But I'm speaking at 7 o'clock tomorrow during that, so we'll not be handing out candy like that. AG, I know we just talked about it, but since the show, if you've got any ideas what you possibly could be tomorrow night, if you decide to do anything?
I don't know. I say what. I think my wife were talking about outfits last couple of weeks, and I know during the summer, the whole during the Olympics, the unfortunate break dancer from Australia costume was like for her trending. I'm like, man, nah, but I'm not gonna do that. I know that was one conversation.
AG,
I was like, no, I can't do that.
AG, you need to be Boo from Monsters Inc.
Oh, that's the little girl, right? That's the little girl.
No. I'm sorry. Not you. You should either be what's the big
the big
fella.
That was John Goodman's voice. I just can't remember.
It wasn't Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, the little dude with the eye. That was Billy Crystal.
Sully. Thank you, Rico.
Sully.
How do we know? How do we know, guys? Just Rico. Ask Rico.
There you go. Yeah, he has kids. He's probably just watched that movie.
He watches it on his own. He watches it on his own.
That's okay too. I watch Moana all the time, man.
There you go.
But no, maybe Maui. I might do Maui. I could put Maui together in a day.
What is that, AG?
That's the demigod from Moana. Rock. The Rock voice.
Demigod. Is it that person?
Yeah. Gotcha. Yeah. You're welcome.
Yes, nice. There it is.
There you go. They say you're welcome.
All right, guys. Get us moving, AD.
I will go, folks. 80. First of all, the RGT goes out to a happy birthday to my man, Kobe Koash Johnson. Kobe Koash, we had him on the show. Wrote a book, Running Naked. I was about him growing up in Nebraska. Obviously went on to politics. Worked at the Knolls, and now no longer, the Knolls is no longer here in Lincoln. It was a country club here in town, but Colby has worked in group homes and just a great guy, a great friend. Is still on my tail about writing a different book, one that I'm working on now. That was at the prompt of Kobe Koash, but just a good dude, man. I can't say enough nice things about Kobe Koash Johnson, former senator here at Nebraska, also former student here at Nebraska. An amazing book. I don't read a lot of biographies or memoirs, but his was just, I couldn't put it down. Like I told you guys when he was on our show, I picked it up Thursday evening. I was done with it Friday evening because I couldn't put the book down. But a happy birthday to Kobe Koash. Brother, I love you. I hope it's a great day with you and your family. So happy birthday to you. AD attitude adjustment of the day, folks. I love this whole saying. Our lives change when our habits do. Our lives change when our habits do. A lot of times we're waiting for this or waiting for that. The very thing we do have control is our habits. And once and they're good or bad, because we all got habits. It's just what they're about. We all have them. So our lives will change when our habits do. So whatever thing you don't like that's going on, change your habits. The biggest thing that I've learned from my counselor over the past year and a half of how I'm dealing with grief would have been your habits of dealing with grief in the past. What happens with grief in the past was just numbing myself with a bottle or just working out or doing something crazy, but I was never addressing the issue. So until we change our habits to address issues, nothing will change until our habits change. So if you want to change something, folks, start with your habits. That is in your control. AG, what you got for us, man?
All right, to piggyback on that, the pessimist complains about the win. The optimist expects it to change, and the leader adjusts the sails.
I love that, brother.
Boom.
AG, text me that. I might use that for tomorrow night's presentation.
Yep. and I say that too.
Thank you. Don't
Hey.
forget waitress.
And real quick, I look at the rest of the schedule, and I see UCLA, I see USC, I see Wisconsin.
I will ask.
What have we been talking about? I know Matt Rule's been talking about this to his team since he got here. The change that they want, it got to go. It's not going to be easy. So I see not an easy path the next 4 weeks of football.
No.
And so if you want to be great, you want to be that team that other teams plan for to make sure they try to stop, this is the road you got to go through. That's what I would say to the team this week.
Right.
Look at that schedule. You got two California teams that are not shrugged off. You got a Wisconsin team that's always going to be a battle, and then you got Iowa.
Always going to be a battle.
If I'm on this team, I would want it no other way, because after this, we win these games, we definitely earn our spot in a bowl game where we're going to get put. But then also to have that street credit to when teams play us, they know what they got to deal with when they play Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Right. You're not.
So I'm looking at that schedule. This is a schedule built for this team that this team could go out there and win.
I love it.
There you go.
I love it. Folks, thanks for joining us on the drive. We got Raff. We'll be back tomorrow, probably in the air. We got AG and H-Town. Me and Nick here in the mothership. Have a great Wednesday, folks.